So how do you turn on a Mercedes Sprinter? So it is a push to start. So you just need to make sure your foot's on the clutch and push the button there. And that's it, simple as that. That's how you start a Mercedes Sprinter. You change gear in the Mercedes Sprinter, it's very simple. It's just a normal manual selection. To reverse, you just lift it up and all the way down to the left, obviously. It tells you on there. So that's how you change gear on a Mercedes Sprinter. So how do you use the handbrake on a Mercedes Sprinter? So it's all just down here. So where it usually lives, to be fair, in this vehicle. You just push the button in, drop it down, or pull it all the way up. It's pretty standard, this one. So how do you refuel a Mercedes Sprinter? So the first thing to do is pay attention to the sticker up there on the windscreen. So that's telling you it's diesel, and it's on the passenger side. And all you got to do is come all the way around. And it is just here. So you have to open the door first, and then pull the flap open. You just twist it and pop it in there. And close that first before you close the door. That's how you refuel a Mercedes Sprinter. So how do you adjust the wing mirrors on a Mercedes Sprinter? So first thing you want to do is select the actual mirror in question. So we say this right one, and you can go right. You can see it going. You can go left. You can see the wing mirror moving there as well. And you just do the same on the other side. And that's how you adjust the wing mirrors on a Mercedes Sprinter. So where are the USB charging points on a Mercedes Sprinter? So they're just over the back here, just in there. And they're actually USB-Cs in this one. Most of them are these days, so just over the back. So how do you set the satnav in a Mercedes Sprinter? Well, there is no built-in navigation system on this one. So the best thing to do is connect your phone up to the computer, and then you can use your maps on your phone. So if we go across here, just turn the volume down on that. Go to home, and you can go and connect your phone up. So once you connect your phone up, you'll be able to then pair your maps, and that will display on the screen. That's the best way to do it on the Mercedes Sprinter. How do you demist the windscreen in a Mercedes Sprinter or turn on the aircon? It's really simple, it's just here. Now if you're off and you try and turn that on, it's not going to work. You need to have at least the fan on. Once the fan's on, you can see one speed there. You can turn that on. That's how you turn the aircon on. You can just hot and cold here, and fan power there. And to turn the demist the windscreen, you just press this one, and that will then put the power to the windscreen. So how do you turn on cruise control and speed limiter in the Mercedes Sprinter? So it's all done on these buttons just here. So we got cruise control is this top one. You can see at the top here the little dial. Nothing's going to happen even if I press up or down, because I need to be going at least 20 miles an hour, so nothing's going to happen. Usually when you hit that button, you press down first, and then you can go up for your speed. With the limiter, that actually works at any speed, so I could set that now at minimum 15 alert. So now I set up a minimum 15 to limit my speed to 15 miles an hour if I wanted to, and I can adjust that. Oh, okay, I can go up, but I can't go down. So that's how you adjust the speed limiter and the cruise control on a Mercedes Sprinter. How do you turn off lane assist on the Mercedes Sprinter? So a couple of options. You can scroll along here and go to settings there, or you can just press this one here, the vehicle here, and you come up with the functions. And if you want to turn off lane assist, because it does annoy some people, just turn that one off. And you've got the acoustic warning there, you can turn on and off as well. So that's how you turn off lane assist on a Mercedes Sprinter. And to get back to home, just press that one there. Spare wheel on a Mercedes Sprinter, well, it's actually kept under the bottom here, and there usually lives a jack and a wrench underneath this here. There is a manual here which will tell you how to do that, but we always recommend calling the breakdown cover if you do need to change the spare wheel.